This week we are going to do our clay project. So in third grade, our clay project is to make a cupcake. So I'm going to show you the steps to make a cupcake. You have to come to school and get your pieces of clay. You're going to get 2 pieces. Keep them together. Now at school, it takes us at least 2 weeks to make this part. I'm going to have to do the same thing for you guys, okay? Because you'll need to have the bottom of your cup ready to make the top. So here's what you're going to do for your first week. Very, very easy. With that 1 piece of clay, you're going to roll it into a ball. So roll it in your hands, okay? Roll, roll, roll. That's it. Now, if you remember in kindergarten, you made a baby bird with a nest. Well, that's kind of what we're going to do with this right here. When you were in first grade, you made a turtle, and your turtle was also made with clay, and we also did kind of like, it's called a pinch pot. So I'm going to do my pinch pot. Now to help me with mine, I have this really cool mold. If you don't have one of those, don't worry about it. You can still do it by hand. I'm going to show you both ways of doing it. So you're going to place your ball into your cupcake, and you're going to put your cupcake in your hand, and with your thumb, you're going to shove it all the way almost to the bottom. Now, it's really hard to do, okay? And then you're going to pinch, and when you're pinching on the side, and you're bringing up the side of the clay onto this mold. So that way, we're going to get all those really cool lines onto the bottom part of our cupcake. Now look what just happened. It just went up like this, right? You see that? You see how it's all like kind of curved? So to make sure we fix that, I want you to tap it, tap it, tap it on the table, and it should come right back to normal, okay? Now if you did this with a mold like this one, see how you can smooth the edges before you peel it off, but don't smooth too much, okay? Or else it's not gonna work. See how thick my sides are? They're not super thin. If they're too thin, it may break, okay? So make sure it's not too thin. Okay, now I'm ready to peel it off. So watch this. I'm gonna peel it off. And I have all of the mold that left a mark on it. So that's perfect. So this is bottom of my cupcake is ready. So this is week 1 of our project. Turn it over and write your initials or your name. I'm going to use a paper clip for that. So I'll write my name on here, okay? I'll write Escriba. Oh, it's not very easy to write on here. Don't pierce it all the way through. Don't make a hole, okay? There we go. I wrote my name. You could just write your initials if you'd like to. If you do not have a mold to make the bottom part of your cupcake, it's okay. I'm going to show you a different way to do it. Use your clay, roll it up into a ball, okay? Put it in the palm of your hand, take your thumb, and shove it in here. Now, when you do that, I want you to pinch against your thumb. So your thumb and your fingers are going to pinch, okay? Now, don't pinch so hard that it can become so thin that it's going to break, okay? You want to keep like at least like maybe a 1/4 of an inch, if that. There we go. Okay, this one's perfect. Now, see how it cracked everywhere here? Well, that happens sometimes. So if you want to, you could put your finger in a little water and smooth it back out, okay? Now, did you see how I just barely took any water, right? That's because I don't want to make mud with my clay. I want to keep it to be clay. If it becomes mud, then you got to set it all aside and wait till it dries. Okay, I think my little part of this is ready. Ooh, look, I forgot this part right here. Okay, now I want you to place it on the table and kind of go around like this. So we have like somewhat of a flat bottom, okay? A little bit of a flat bottom. If it's too round, then your cupcake is not going to stay up very well. Okay, this is pretty good. Even though it keeps on cracking, it's okay. Now, on the sides here, you're going to use a tool. Like right now I'm using a paintbrush, but you could use a toothpick. You could use, not a pencil. Pencils are too big. but go around like this all the way around to create the lines of a cupcake. Okay, make sure you put your fingers behind when you're pressing. If not, it's going to just smush it all together into a flat pancake. You don't want that to happen. Now, if you decide that you don't want to do those lines on the side of your cupcake, that's fine. You don't have to. But you do have to bring it back to school. Okay, so bring me your cupcake to school so I can fire it. That means I'm going to put it in a kiln so it can become nice and hard like this one. Okay, so I'll see y'all next week for step 2 of our cupcake.